This is a story about how Mexican cartels and Chinese organized crime are working together at Canadian ports, trading something called the cocaine of the sea. Let me explain. This is a totoaba fish. It lives off the west coast of Mexico, and it's an endangered species because their swim bladders, or maws, are extremely valuable. In China, they're sold on the black market for up to $80,000 per kilogram to be used in cuisine, traditional medicine, and cosmetics. Their sale is so lucrative, Mexican cartels are smuggling totoaba bladders up to ports like Vancouver and trading them with Chinese criminal networks for the chemical components that make fentanyl.
This maw is worth in its weight in gold almost, and now it's worth in its weight in cocaine and fentanyl, and this is horrible.
We know about this because of this Canada Border Services Agency memo, obtained by Radio-Canada through an access to information request. It confirms Canadian ports are being used for this illegal trade. It says a new network called the Dragon Cartel, comprised of Chinese and Mexican citizens, has been started specifically to deal with these illegal trades. This Mexican journalist says cracking down will be very tough.
It is hard because this is not cocaine, right? Cocaine is usually is packed, solid. It's easily identifiable at some point. Meanwhile, this is fish. And how do you know which fish is this or that?
The CBSA report says totoaba is mostly being smuggled in frozen fish and shrimp. And West Coast ports are strategic targets for criminals because they connect Mexican ports like Sinaloa to critical Asian markets. Some things we don't know from the report. How much fish and how many chemical components are being shipped through Canadian ports? And when the chemical components arrive in Canada, do they stay here or are they shipped elsewhere? That matters because right now there is heightened political attention on the flow of fentanyl from Canada to the US, though US Customs notes the amount of fentanyl being shipped out of Canada is relatively small. Experts say the totoaba trade shows criminals around the world are diversifying their partners.
As the world is globalized, organized crime is also globalized. They found the opportunity, the possibility, and the infrastructure to do this illegal trade in Vancouver.
They say it's now up to Canada to decide how authorities here want to crack down. Michelle Gassoub, CBC News, Vancouver.